Okay, a continuation. This is the most ridiculously jury-rigged camera prop I've ever made. Not that I've made a lot of camera props. Amateurish. But, you know, I'm working with what I got here. You know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And I quite like that as a motto. I think I'm going to keep up with that one. So, Kamigawa, Neon Dynasty Bundle. Is that going to be in reverse? I got this from my local LGS. Always support your local LGS. It's good for their businesses, and if they close down, then you don't get to play at them anymore, which makes me sad. This is the first bundle that I have seen which has a different style packaging to what we are used to. We're used to the fat pack style boxes. But I want to unbox this so that you guys can see what the content is inside. And they have changed from, you see here it says, now with 8 set boosters. You see that? They used to, up until, as far as I'm aware, this set, they contained 10 draft boosters. This is, well, I'm looking forward to this. I love the look of the packaging. It looks really cool. So let me take that off there. Random bit of cardboard. Okay. So, it contains a fat pack box. This is good. I like the fat pack boxes. They're useful for storing stuff in. So we've got packaging, discard. What's this? A nice paper poster type thing, the Wanderer. So if you follow the Magic story, the Wanderer in War of the Spark is the actual, spoiler alert, the Emperor of Kamigawa. Her wayward spark means that she travels unwillingly across the multiverse. This is quite a nice little inclusion. I don't think it's as nice as the books they used to have with these, but you know, it's not down to us. Lovely art. Look at this. Look at how nice this is. This is good. Lovely. Okay. Ooh, okay. What have we got here? Always look at the dice. Coolest part of the bundle for me is always the dice. This is weird. Okay, so it's larger than the older dice used to be, which is something they've been doing for a few years now. I think they started with Zendikar Rising. This is sort of textured. It makes me think that the dice itself was a monochrome black with white numbering, and they've splattered it with paint because it's got a textured feeling to the dice, as though you can feel the dice, the paint on the surface of it. It's got the cool set symbol, as always. It's quite nice though, I like it. I'm saying nice a lot. Probably a bit nervous, but you know. 2 random pieces of unnecessary, if you're, you know, experienced with Magic like me, rules cards. They give you like little hints and tips on how to play the game. I'm assuming anybody looking at this is probably already going to be familiar with the product, so I'm not going to read those. The land pack that's now present in bundles always has a shiny, foily coolness at the front. This one is Invoke Despair. Will you focus, camera? I don't think you can focus on that. So, Invoke Despair, a rare from Neon Dynasty. Black, 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 and 1. Sorcery. Target opponent sacrifices a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. Okay. Then repeat this process for an enchantment and a planeswalker. So it's another black card that now specifically interacts with enchantments. Historically, black has always struggled to interact with enchantments, and to a slightly less degree artifacts as well. And I know that these land packs, they now contain a number of foil basic lands and a number of just normal basic lands, but they don't contain the full arts as far as I'm aware. Can I open this? Random cellophane sticking to me. We are in, ladies and gentlemen, like all good hackers. I'm in. Look at this. Get off. Thank you. Yeah, so they've got a selection of the basic lands with their artworks. They are shiny at the top, and then as you get through the first, I think it's like 20 or so, you then get to the same basic lands, but they are not shiny foiliness. Still nice inclusion. This Invoke Despair has a different set number, which means it's not the artwork that will be present on cards within the set. But it's time for the main event. Let's move on. We have... What is this anyway? Card tokens of some kind. Nice artworks on them. Not sure what they're for. We'll look into that. That box is now empty. Let's get rid of that. So we have 8 boosters. These are now set boosters. They have for a long time been including draft boosters. This, as far as I'm aware, is the first time they have used set boosters for bundles. But new card smell, so nice. Let's have a look here. Ooh, very nice. Look at this. So that is an alternate artwork, presumably of the Wanderer, the Emperor, Wandering Emperor. There we go. It's very nice. Who is it? Tarada Katsuya. Sorry if I have butchered your name pronunciation, but that is quite a nice artwork. I like it. Very nice. So, okay, so the set boosters themselves, they do contain the manga style artworks. So we have Moon Snare Specialist here, Human Ninja with Ninjutsu, quite nice. Heir of Ancient Fang. Oh, the first card, sorry, I missed that one. Tranquil Cove. Everybody who's been playing for a few years will be familiar with these. A dual basic land, doesn't have land types, comes into play tapped, you gain a life. Taps for 1 or 2 colours. So, Heir of Ancient Fang, then we've got Fang of Shigeki. This is quite a nice card. Enchantment can be a vulnerability, but it has a lot of synergies and interactions with other cards. It's typically more of a bonus than a hindrance of the card's effects. But 1 mana for a 1/1 with Death Touch is always good. Master's Rebuke. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. So, basically a removal spell in green. They've had these for a while. They seem to be going for the fight mechanic style. So we're going to go with basics there. We'll go with artwork cards there. Let me see. Yeah. The manga style cards here, basics, and then we will work it out as we go. Might be drawing a lot of inspiration from Rudy from Alpha Investments. Love your channel, man. Jukai Preserver. Another enchantment creature. Not sure why she's an enchantment, but that's pretty cool. Enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, has channel. Green and 2, discard, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures you control. So can be like a buff spell, but can also be just a creature with presence on the battlefield that also makes your board stay better. So that's not bad. I'm reviewing all the commons because I've not done this before as well. So that's the commons wedge done. We're now onto an uncommon here, Reality Heist. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each artifact you control. So it has affinity for artifacts. Double blue and 5. Instant. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 artifact cards from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. That seems like that could be very playable. Assuming you have a serious artifact presence within your deck. That's not a bad card at all. Well, let's have a different pile for the uncommons here. High Speed Hoverbike. 2 mana, 2/2 with flash and flying. When it enters the battlefield, tap up to 1 target creature. It also has crew 1 because it's a vehicle. There's a vehicle theme within the Neon Dynasty set. This looks like it could be quite playable, especially with flash and having flying itself, only requiring crew of 1. Entering the battlefield and tapping up to one target creature, so at the end of your opponent's turn, bring this into play, tap something down that might be able to block it, crew it on your turn with something, unimportant, bash them for 2 flying. Not super powerful, but has good interactions with other effects within this set. It's quite nice. Not a bad card at all. Born to Drive. White and 2. Enchant artifact or creature. As a lot of the auras in this set have enchant artifact or creature, because there are, as might come up later in the video, I hope, the reconfigure cards that allow themselves to become creatures or become equipments. So the enchantment won't fall off if the card becomes an artifact and the card specifies artifact or creature. It will remain on there. It's quite useful. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +1/+1 for each creature and or vehicle you control. White and 2. Channel. Discard it. Create 2 1/1 colourless pilot creature tokens with this creature crews vehicles as though its power were 2 greater. That's also pretty useful. There's a lot of vehicles that could be made useful with. Not bad. Okay, so a Saga. So this is a common card. So we've gone through 3 uncommons and we're back to a common, but it's a Saga. I've always liked the Sagas. A lot of effects with these. All of the Neon Dynasty Sagas seem to exile themselves and return them to the battlefield transformed as a creature with other abilities. So the Shattered States era is red and 4. Gain control of target creature, untap it, it gains haste until end of turn. Creatures you control get +1/+0 on the second step, and the third one is obviously the exile. Nameless Conqueror. A 3/3 trample with haste. Not bad. Not bad. And the rare we have in the first pack is Mirror Box. Now, I have no idea what the value of some of these cards. They've kind of been all over the place. But this is pretty much a strictly better version of Mirror Gallery from the original Kamigawa set. The effects of this card mean that the legend rule does not apply to permanents you control. Mirror Gallery simply stated that the legend rule did not apply, and also cost 5 mana, if I'm not mistaken. This costs 3. It is a much more affordable effect. I'm sorry that my camera is not focusing properly, but you'll have to take my word for it. Each legendary creature you control gets +1/+1, so it's also a kind of anthem effect. This is nice. Each non-token creature you control gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control with the same name as that creature. That's a pretty solid rare. Very flexible, very usable as a card. Not bad as our first rare. We also have a foil. We also have these cards that you use for your transform effect cards. If you are playing unsleeved, which I would never recommend, always sleeve your cards, because you never know what they're going to be worth later. Harmonious Emergence. A lovely shiny foil. I'll bring that up there. Enchant a land or a creature you control. Essentially makes it a creature with vigilance and haste, 4/5. It is also still a land, and if the enchanted land would be destroyed, instead you sacrifice this enchantment and the land gains indestructible until end of turn. Not bad. That's our first pack. Right, let's pick up the pace a bit here. Not going to dwell upon a lot of the commons as we go on. I'm just going to start picking up the pace a bit because this video is already going on quite long. Spirit Token. Tokens. Ooh, that is gorgeous. That is lovely. Look at that. Who's done this? Who has done this? Ishikawa Kenta. That. Oh, the Dawn Sky. That is gorgeous. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Highly approve. Where are we going to put you? We'll put you there. Scoured Barons. Another tap land. Not a bad one. Selfless Samurai. So we have an uncommon. So the manga style artworks will have a different. They can vary in rarity and can seemingly replace pretty much anywhere in the pack. Lovely. I do quite like these manga effects on these manga artworks. They're nice. So 3 more commons there. Then we have an uncommon. We have a series of uncommons. 2 sagas in this pack. Triple uncommon. Nice. Then we have a rare in the manga style artwork, Light Paws Emperor's Voice. That's quite nice. I like it. And then we have, ooh, okay, look at this. This is a double rare pack. These can happen with these set boosters, so you can get quite a lot of extra value out of your bundles. They're both white. I like it. This is the Channel Land in white, and it's a full art and the alternate artwork. This is a very nice card. I like it. Bearer of Memory, our next foil. I believe all of these set boosters will have a foil within them. That's quite nice as well. A lot of interactions with +1/+1 counters. People who have historically played a lot of Magic will know that that means that in the next couple of sets, WotC is probably going to be releasing a set that has more interactions with -1/-1 counters. I wonder if that could be anything to do with the Brothers' War, but that's a video we'll get into if this actually lands, if this goes anywhere. That's a project for myself. Look at this, another. I like these artwork cards. These are very nice indeed. Who's done this one? I'm going to call out all of the artists because they do such a good job. So this person is called Rorubai? I'm not sure. But that's a very nice artwork as well. Well done, sir. Well done. A standard basic land, not a tap land. Our first manga card, Seven Tail Mentor. That's quite nice. We're getting a lot of white manga style artworks. That's true. I have put those in the wrong pile. We're putting those there. Manga style artworks for here. Lucky Offering. This is a pretty good card. White sorcery. Lucky Offering. Destroy target artifact with mana value 3 or less. You gain 3 life. This, I think, is a very playable card. A lot of the problematic cards that people face in games are typically quite low costed. Expensive artifacts tend to have the drawback of that's going to be pretty much the only thing you're doing for a turn, so they're not as problematic, and you need other options for those anyway. So we've got quite a few rares here. Not rares, reds. Well done. Hotshot Mechanic. It's a Fox Pilot, white for 2/1. Cruise vehicles as though its power were 2 greater. So this can crew up to a vehicle crew of 4 by itself. That's a pretty good card as well. In a limited format, that's pretty good. Mech Hanger. This is the land that they've put in that's going to make vehicles easier to operate. They are running with the vehicle theme, and they're doing a pretty good job with it with these. Kumano faces Kakazan. Simple red saga for red. Very affordable. Not bad at all. Oh, look at this. Our first mythic, Kaima, the Fractured Calm. That I have never seen before. Number 3 of 38. This is in the set boosters. You can get cards that are not in the actual set. They are a collector's sort of card, but they are playable in non-standard format, I believe. At the beginning of your end step, goad each creature your opponents control that's enchanted by an aura you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on Kaima, the Fractured Calm, for each creature goaded this way. 4 mana for a 3/3. Interacts with your opponent's creatures with your auras. That's quite nice. That's our first mythic. That's very nice. So we're going to have a separate pile for mythics as well. Brilliant Restoration. 4 white and 3. Return all artifact and enchantment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. So that's very similar to an older card. From your graveyard, that's quite nice. Oh, this was a triple rare pack. We have done very well here. So, Kaima, Brilliant Restoration, and then Hinata, Dawn Crowned. A foil rare from this set. This was a good pack. White, red, blue, and 1. Legendary creature Kirin Spirit. So this could be a commander. This could be a playable commander, this. 4/4. Flying Trample. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each target, and spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast for each target. So a slight tax and a slight benefit to yourself. this is quite a good card. I quite like this. And then we have, what is this list? This is a token. We'll get rid of that card. That's quite nice. We've done quite well there with that pack. So, pack 3 was pretty good to us. This is pack 4. This is the halfway mark. If anybody's getting tired of my voice or tired of my presentation with this, please bear in mind that I'm pretty new at this. Always starting with these lovely artwork cards. Who's done this one? This one is done by Livia Prima. Unquenchable Fury. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I'll put you there. A foil at the front. A foil common. The Bloodfell Caves. Another tap land. I've put that in the wrong pile. That'll go there. Actually, let's put you there because you're a foil. Reinforced Ronin. A 2/2 with haste for 1, and at the beginning of your end step, return him to your hand. And channel red 1, discard Reinforced Ronin, draw a card. Not a bad card in this set. There's a lot of interactions you can make with that. That was our first uncommon in the pack. Papercraft Decoy, not bad. Tawashi Song Shaper, Chainveil Centipede, Reckoner Shakedown, Reckoner's Bargain. So those are the commons. Mobilizer Mech. When this becomes crewed, up to one other target vehicle you control becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. This is going to be quite a good standard vehicle card. Not least because it's a 3/4 for 2 mana with flying. Crew 3 means that almost every pilot that you make in the set is going to be able to crew this by itself. But it also mobilizes, just like the name implies, mobilizes another vehicle you control. Not a bad card at all. I like saying not a bad card at all. Prodigy's Prototype, so this is a vehicle pack, looking at this. 3 mana for a 3/4 with crew 2. Whenever one or more vehicles you control attack, create a 1/1 colorless pilot creature token with this vehicle. Makes a token a pilot token. I've stumbled on my words, but that's fine. The Fall of Lord Conda. So every pack seems to contain a saga. Not a bad one either. Ooh, I was hoping to get this. Hidetsugu, Devouring Chaos. So this is the rare of the pack. A 4/4 for black and 3 legendary creature, Ogre Demon. Pay black, sacrifice a creature, scry 2. It's a useful mechanic. Red and 2 tap. Exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. When you exile a non-land card this way, Hidetsugu, Devouring Chaos, deals damage equal to the exiled card's mana value to any target. So this is a pretty solid rare. Very cost effective. Even if you don't get to use his second ability much, 4 mana for a 4/4 with an ability is pretty good. Quite happy with that. A foil Blossom Prancer. Very nice. Look at this. A 4/4 with reach for 5 in green. Nice. And then we've got a card from the list. Well, this is pleasant. How unexpected. Wooden Stake. See that little symbol down there? See that little symbol down there? You going to focus, camera? No, you're not. Okay. Well, this is from the original Innistrad block. It's good for killing vampires. Surprise, Wooden Stake. Halfway through, we're doing pretty well, I think. Especially with that triple rare pack in the middle there. That was pretty good. Ooh, look at that. Gorgeous. The colour palette is so good. These are so nice. Azur, I believe is this person's name. Lovely job, sir. Our common basic land. Nobody really cares. So we've got a double manga artwork back to back here. A common and an uncommon. So you can get multiples in just the normal section of your pack. Series of commons. Imperial Recovery Unit. This is a pretty good recursion toy vehicle in white. Pretty good. Selfless Samurai. Another quite nice uncommon. The Modern Age. And then onto our rares. Another one of these cards. We'll check that over there. Ishin, Two Heavens as One. Another pretty solid rare. Red, white, and black. Legendary creature, human samurai, 3/4. Pretty nice artwork on there too. Whole wall of text. If a creature attacking causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So I've seen some deck text ideas coming up around this guy. It seems pretty aggressive, and 3 mana for a 3/4 passes the vanilla check in my book, especially with another ability on there as well. Nice. Then we've got a foil manga card, Jukai Trainee. Look at this. Isn't that lovely? I'm going to need to get a better camera if I want to do this in future, I think. But we'll see. That's a very nice card. Very nice. Last few packs here. I'm going to blow through this one a little bit more quickly so I can close this video off. But I hope that this has been entertaining for some people. Another nice artwork. Always going to read out these artists. Koji Nishino. Sorry. Nice. I like it. Jungle Hollow. I'll put you there and somehow skew the stack. Ink Rise Infiltrator is our manga card. Couple of commons. So several commons altogether, as you might expect. A lot of these boosters seem to have a theme with them, or construct token, where they will have a series of cards within them that are all the same colour. Oh, I'm wobbling the camera there. Tempered Solitude, Asari Captain, Tales of Master Seshiro. Oh, yes, we have done well here. Okay, so, Saga card. Then we have Atsushi, the Blazing Sky. Red 2 for a 4/4 flying trampler. Already good value right there. When Atsushi, the Blazing Sky, dies, choose one. All of the cycle of these mythic dragons have 2 abilities that trigger when the creature dies. This one is exile the top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play those cards. This is Red's new pseudo-draw mechanic. Or create 3 treasure tokens. This is a very, very good card. I like it. Done quite well with that as well. So that's our second mythic. A foil Mirror Shell Crab. 5/7. It's an artifact creature. Not a lot to say. It does have channel. Can be used as a counterspell. Not bad. Second to last pack. But we're doing pretty well here. I think we've done quite well. What have we got? Nice. What is this? This? Wisnutan. Again, I'm sorry if my pronunciations are off. I like to think I can do it quite well, but this is lovely as well. Blossoming Sands. Imperial Subduer in the manga artwork. Quite nice. This seems to have a white flavour to it as a pack. Reinforced Ronin. So we had this before in the manga style artwork. Not bad as an uncommon. Heiko Yamazaki, the general. Norika Yamazaki, the poet. So these are the brothers Yamazaki, presumably, or maybe sisters. I don't know. Quite nice though. A pair of them together. Era of Enlightenment. Eiganjo Uprising. There's another spirit token. Lots of spirit tokens. Eiganjo Uprising is white, red, and X for a sorcery that says create X 2/2 white samurai creature tokens with vigilance. They gain menace and haste until end of turn. Each opponent creates X -1 2/2 white samurai creature tokens with vigilance. So everyone gets tokens. Meh, it's okay. Not one of our strongest pulls. A foil Nezumi Blade Blesser. Quite nice. Black and 2. Has Death Touch as long as you control an artifact. Has Menace as long as you control an enchantment. Quite nice. Last pack, and then I will say thank you for watching. If you are watching this late in the video, then I am surprised, because this is my first video, and I might have done rubbish. Hopefully I've not, though. Ooh, lovely. All of these artwork cards are gorgeous. So that, I believe, is the legendary black dragon. This was done by Satoru Senda. Lovely job. Lovely. Common. Basic land. So not basic land. Peerless Samurai is our manga artwork. Moonrider Patrol. Lots of whites, lots of reds. Sky Blessed Samurai is our first uncommon. That's very expensive. 7 mana for a 4/4 with flying. But this spell costs 1 less to cast for each enchantment you control. So in an enchantment-themed deck, that's not a bad card. Jukai Naturalist. This just slots straight into pretty much every white-green cares about enchantments deck. It's an enchantment itself as well, which is just even more abusable. Life of Toshiro Umezawa. Another saga. And then we've got, looking at this, a manga rare, Weaver of Harmony, enchantment creature Snake Druid, green and 1 for a 2/2. Other enchantment creatures you control get +1/+1. Also cares about enchantments. This seems to be an enchantment care pack. Green and tap, copy target activated or triggered ability you control from an enchantment source. You may choose new targets for the copy. This is a nice card. There's a lot of enchantments and there's a lot of effects that work with this. So this was a double rare pack. This is a pretty good card. I like this. We've done quite well here. Another Hinata Dawn-Crowned we showed you earlier in foil. We've done all right with you. And then we've got... Ooh, wow, okay. So it was a triple rare pack. Weaver of Harmony, Hinata Dawn-Crowned, and then Go Shintai of Life's Origin. Now, I'm not going to lie, this was a card I was desperately hoping to get. I'm even more happy that it's in foil because I plan to build an entire commander deck around this, as I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one who's going to do it. But this card is gorgeous. Look at that. Green and 3 for a 3/4. Not bad in value. Has an activated ability of Wooburg and tap, return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Very good. Whenever Go Shintai of Life's Origin or another non-token shrine enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 colourless shrine enchantment creature token. This I'm very happy with. I'm very happy with this. This has been a good bundle. I'm glad I got this one. And then we've got another list card that nobody's ever going to play. Jump. That concludes the video. I'm going to pick this up and see if I can make this work. So if you are still watching this, thank you very much. And I might do more videos in future depending on how this works out.